Hello there, welcome back to my bench again. Hugh here. In this tutorial I'm going to tell you a leech pattern. It's called the semi-seal leech. It's tied with the Arizona semi-seal blend dubbing. Very effective leech pattern for your still waters and lakes, and I've also had success in the river for browns. So we'll get this guy out of the vise and fresh hook in and get started for you. For the hook we're using a 79850 mustad streamer hook. Size 6 for this guy. We'll get him in the vise, clamp him down, and we also have our black bead already on. So next step, we're going to take 10 to 12 wraps of 0.20 lead wire for weight. We're going to wrap about 10 to 12 wraps on there. So we'll get that on there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll get that wrapped on. Okay, a couple more wraps this way, then we're just going to wiggle that off till it snaps for us. There we go. Straighten our end up. Now, before I push that up into the bead, I'm going to take a little drop of super glue and put right in behind the bead here. Then I'll take my lead wraps and push them up inside to the bead like so, and that'll set that in there for you. It won't go anywhere. So there's that. And next, just adjusting my camera here a little bit. There we go. We're going to start our thread on right behind the lead. UTC 70 black. Start that right behind the lead. Form a little thread dam here. Just gonna snip off that tag in. Okay, then we're gonna go over top our lead, behind the bead, and back over a couple times, securing it down good, just like so. Okay. Next, we're gonna wrap back to about just in front of the barb here. You don't have to worry so much about touching wraps. Just wrap back to in front of your barb, right about there is where I want it. Okay, next we're going to attach our tail, which is one bunch smidge of Arizona dubbing, and it's the black red leech color. So we're going to take that and we're about halfway and attach that at our tie-in point. Come down, pinch it in with a couple wraps, make a couple more wraps forward, and then we're going to take that and fold that over, back over, then wrap back on top of that like so, then wrap ahead, and there's our tail. There's our tail of our leech. So we got that done there. I'm just going to move that so I get everything in on the cam. Okay. Begin the axis, pull any fibers out that want to come out, just give them a little pull. Okay, any straight ones there. Okie dokie. Now, okay, that looks good. Now we're going to form a dubbing loop. Just take a nice long dubbing loop and then wrap back to right in front of our tail here. We're going to lock that loop in and put it right in front of our tail like so. Then wrap forward to right behind the bead. That's where we'll stop our thread for now. I'm just going to lay my dubbing loop. Well, actually I'm going to hook my dubbing twister on. Take my dubbing twister here and hook that on the thread. Just let that hang there for a sec. Now at this point I'm going to throw in a half hitch right behind the bead, like so. We'll do 2 just to be safe here. Okay, now I'm going to bring the bobbin cradle over. So I'm going to place my thread on the bobbin cradle. And we're going to grab our dubbing loop here like so. Okay, now to take a little bit of tacky wax and put on my loop here. This dubbing's a little finicky when it comes to putting it in a dubbing loop. This just helps a lot. So we're just going to take sections of our semi-seal and put it in our dubbing loop at a time and just slide it up till you get right in against the, almost against the shank there. Take the same amount each time. Just slide it up. Get a nice dubbing loop formed here. Get another little bunch. Come in, slide it in. Some more. Keep working it up into your loop, like so. This package is giving me trouble here. Bear with me for a sec here. Okay. Another little bunch till we get to where we think we got enough for our body. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, that should be lots there now. Push that up a little bit more. Bring those a little closer together. Okay, now just get that where I want. I'm going to give that a spin. I'm going to pinch the bottom loop and spin my dubbing spinner and release and let that spin up. Do that a couple more times. Do it once again. Get a nice tight loop, dubbing loop there. One more spin should do it for us. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna move my bobbin cradle out of the way here. Actually, I'm gonna give that one more little spin. There we go. Okay, now before I wrap that, I'm gonna put a little coat of head cement along the shank here, make it much more durable. Bead right along the shank. Okay, I'm going to bring my bobbin cradle back in. Place my thread on the cradle. Now we're going to begin to wrap our, let's use my rotary function here, we're going to begin to wrap our loop. On the first wrap, right in front of the tail here. Okay, let's just back that off for a second here. There's where I want it, right there. Okay. Now just begin to wrap forward all the way up the shank. Get to the lid. Keep going till you get right behind the bead. There we go. Now remove our bobbin cradle out of the way here. We're going to tie off our loop. A couple wraps behind. Front, right behind the bead, a couple more behind, and a couple more right behind the bead here. And we're going to come in and snip off our excess. There we go. Pull that back. Make a few wraps there. Throw in a half hitch. Okay. So there we have our body all on there, our leech body. Let's kind of build a little head here. Gonna make a 4 to 5 turn whip finish on this guy. 1, 2, 3. Okay, come down. Snip off the thread. There we go. Now what's left to do now is I'm going to take my little Velcro brush here and we're going to brush this guy out all the way around. Just keep turning him pick out a lot of them fibers there. Pick them out, and then we'll brush them back, just like so. Just keep brushing them back. Don't worry if you get any to come out, those are just excess fibers. Take them out of the vise for a second here. Makes it a little easier. Just keep picking some fibers out and brush them back. There we go. Okay. Give it a little bend there. There we go. Put it back in the vise for you. And there we go. There's another semi-sealed leech. Let's get him looking good here. There we go. You can trim a few long fibers off if you like, but it doesn't really affect it. So, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you can get a chance to tie this guy up. Very effective in lakes and still waters and also in the river. A very good leech imitation. So, I'm going to give this guy a little, of course you always want to give him a little shot of head cement here, so I'll just give him a little drop. Work it around the thread wraps here, there we go, let that soak in. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if so, please like and also subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future, and hit the notification button, and that'll let you know each time I put a new tutorial up. And for now, from Hugh's Fly Shop, signing out once again. So long, folks.